In a quiet village, where people knew each other, there was a young man, handsome and polite but troubled, who went to meet the Zen master for advice. The young man, crying, asked the old man for help, saying, "Master, I'm very sad, confused about my life and I don't know what to do. Could you help me understand what's really going on in my life?" The monk, with a calm look in his eyes, said, "Dear friend, could you explain to me what is happening that is making you so distressed?" The young man, with great sadness in his voice, began to tell the master his story. "Sir, I used to be a very rich man, I think the most prosperous in my village, and I would lend money to anyone who needed it, but when it came time to pay me back, people would simply make excuses and not pay, because they knew I had money and thought I didn't need it. Some time ago, I got married, and because I loved my wife, I told her everything about my past. I didn't hide anything, and even then she didn't respect me. In an argument with my wife, I asked my neighbors to intervene with her to try to resolve the conflict, but this only muddied the situation and she ended up abandoning me and leaving the house. I realized that people don't respect me sincerely, they make fun of me behind my back, they exploit my weaknesses. Today, my company is on the verge of bankruptcy and my wife has left me. I'm desperate, sad, and feel powerless." The monk heard all this, reflected for a moment and then said to the young man, "You're very naive. That's why you're suffering so much. You tell people things about your life that you should never say. There are 5 things in life that you shouldn't say to anyone, and the last thing will surprise you. I'm going to teach you these 5 things so that your life can get back on track. The first thing you should keep secret and not tell anyone about is your financial life. Keeping your income and savings secret avoids people's envy and constant requests for loans, and there are 2 reasons for not revealing your income to people. Firstly, if you have a good monthly income and your friends and family know about it, people will be envious and will always ask for loans, without bothering to pay you back, because they will assume that you have enough resources and don't need the money. Secondly, if your income is modest, people may not respect you and will make nasty comments. This will also affect your image in society and damage your relationships. For these reasons, it's wise to keep your income and savings secret. The second thing you should never expose to anyone is family matters. What happens inside your home should stay inside your home. Arguments between couples are normal, but you shouldn't take them outside your home, to your neighbors or friends, because the people listening to you could at some point expose your life and embarrass you publicly. And when we give these people the freedom to know about our home life, they feel entitled to interfere in our problems, even when we don't ask for advice. Another factor is that when our husband or wife finds out that we've talked about them to other people, they feel hurt and this damages their relationship. The monk continued his teaching. The third thing to keep secret is your feelings, especially sadness and powerlessness. It's normal to want to vent to people when we're sad. We believe it's the best thing to share, so it relieves our suffering, but in this way, we show ourselves to be fragile and vulnerable. And with that, people can use this vulnerability to harm us, because people won't help you. They'll laugh behind your back. Or even if someone does help you, they'll do it as an exchange, and one day they'll charge you for the favor. The fourth thing you should never reveal to people is your future plans. People are jealous of your future plans. When you reveal your goals to others, they become jealous and secretly wish you to fail, try to destroy you and, if possible, create obstacles. That's why keeping your future plans secret is essential, and only reveal them once you've achieved them. The monk patiently told him the last and most surprising thing to keep secret. Young man, the fifth and last thing to keep secret, and you will be surprised by this revelation, is past humiliation. Never reveal to people the humiliations you have suffered in the past. If you've experienced humiliation in your life, never reveal it. Keep it a secret, not even to your spouse. Even if he or she is your spouse and is now happily by your side, at some point this same person could use this information against you. And if other people know about these past humiliations, they can use it to shame you publicly. And with that, the monk taught the boy the 5 things we should keep secret. Young man, take care of these 5 things and never reveal them to anyone. That way, you'll lead a happier and more peaceful life. The young man, crying with emotion, understood that the mistake of everything that was happening to him was his own. After all, it was he who had shared all those secrets in the wrong way. But from now on, learning all these teachings from the monk, he decided to keep his life discreet, a secret. So the young man left, very grateful to the monk and determined to change his attitudes. Years later, the young man and the monk met again, and the young man, now a respected adult, said to the monk with emotion, "Master, since our last conversation, I have kept the 5 things secret, as you taught me, and today I am prosperous, my company has a good turnover. I have a new wife who respects and loves me. I don't talk about my life to people, I'm generous in my community, but I don't lend money to people, I don't talk to people about my little arguments with my wife. When that happens, we sort it out at home. If I'm sad, I keep that feeling to myself and don't reveal it to anyone. My plans for the future, I keep secret until it's done, and most importantly, no one, and not even my wife, knows about the humiliations of my past." And so the story of our young boy who couldn't keep his life a secret had a happy ending. He learned what not to tell people. And if we all stop revealing these 5 things to others, we'll all live safer, happier, and more respected lives. Thanks for sticking around, and if this story made sense to you, then subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any motivational Zen stories. Until the next Zen story.